This is Sam. She lives in a calm, regular Kansas neighborhood with her daughter Pam. Some of her hobbies include inside rock climbing and trampoline parks. Unfortunately, Sam, like the other 9.6 million Americans, lost her job due to COVID-19 and struggled to find another source of income. Sam now, with limited money in her bank account, has to make a really tough decision: pay her rent or purchase food for her household. Sam's choice is noble. She doesn't hesitate to put her daughter first and spend the money on food. Exactly a week later, Sam encounters a late rent notice on her front door. She becomes desperate and depressed and asks herself, what should I do now? And that is when she finds an ad for Food Harmony, the hope and solution to her problem. Food Harmony is an app that, in order to reduce food waste, connects restaurants to families that could use food assistance. Pam is able to claim a meal from a restaurant that was prepared by mistake through Food Harmony. She can pay whatever she feels fit, and she picks it up from the to-go counter just like any other to-go customer. Pam is so pumped about this app because now she can better allocate her money, pay her late rent, and still feed herself and her daughter Pam. Food Harmony can change lives by tackling a world problem, reducing food waste.
Hello and welcome to our Invent for the Planet presentation of 2022. My name is Sabrina Nicasio. I am an aerospace engineering student at Hutchinson Community College.
Hello, my name is Chris Nguyen. I am chemical engineering at Hutchinson State Community College.
Hello, I'm Katsune. I'm studying aerospace engineering at Wichita State University.
My name is Lee Wellman. I'm a marketing major at Hutchinson Community College.
My name is Aiden McGillivray. I'm a computer science student at Hutchinson Community College.
Hongwei Song, aerospace engineer and at Wichita State University.
So the news statement that we're going to be addressing today is food waste. Food loss can come from many sources such as spoilage, transportation, processing, damaging, faulty storage, and over-ordering. 1/3 of the food produced for human consumption is lost or wasted globally, which amounts to 1.3 billion tons per year. Now let's take a look of where this food waste comes from. 43% from homes, 40% restaurants, 16% farms, and 2% manufacturers. So as a team, when discussing on how we wanted to address this problem, we talked about why we care. And the reason we care is because it's simply not fair. A single restaurant wastes about 6 pounds of food daily, which equates to feeding 2 people 3 meals a day. And because this is why we care, we decided to solve this problem by reallocating the food.
So the 5 design requirements about our app is 1, sponsor buy-in, and 2, works in multiple cities, 3, user-friendly for people of all backgrounds, 4, creates impact in dignified way, and 5, directly connects between the restaurant and our target audience.
The way we differentiate from other organizations is we fill in the gap for people that are in low and below average income situations and need food assistance, not necessarily the homeless. And we eliminate the middleman by getting rid of drivers to carry the meals. The receiver just comes to the restaurant to get the meal from the restaurant to go counter, just like any other to-go meal, reducing any loss in pride, making this a fast and efficient way to grab a meal.
We plan on incentivizing restaurants to participate in our program by offering itemized receipts that would help with tax deduction by integrating directly into the restaurant's existing accounting software. Additionally, in an interview with a restaurant general manager, we found that they may have been interested in our app collecting donations that we would use for marketing, where we shout out the restaurant. Finally, our research indicates there will be no liability for restaurants who donate through our program, as long as the donations are made in good faith.
We plan to start in Wichita, Kansas, and we plan on expanding later. Now, the average salary in Wichita, Kansas is about $66,360 a year. Now, 9% of the population fits into that average, and 33% dips below that average. So we can support about 39% of the population on this.
Now, to introduce our prototype today, we're going to be showing two different versions. The first one is our vision when our app is done being coded, so how we want it to look. And the second one is what we have coded so far in this past 48 hours.
This is the logo of our app we designed, and this is how it looks on the phone screen. An estimated 1.3 billion tons of food is lost or wasted annually, as 800 million people go hungry.
Don't waste your food, help your neighborhood for the greater good that the work from our food harmony team. This is a sign up and sign page.
From a provider perspective, upload a photo of the food we provide, describe the meal size, describe the ownership fact if it has, and the location, phone number, and estimated time that the food is fresh enough. Quick thank you for providing.
This is from the receiver perspective. This is the information page that you can use your preferred name, not your actual name. And your phone number, so we can send you like the text message. And if you agree to say your locations, the food arrival in your area will pop up, and you just choose. And the food picture will pop up. And this is not like this amount for donation. And a quick thank you. And your ID packet will pop up and you confirm it. And the location, the food location will pop up and you get direction. It will bring you to the maps directly. And enjoy your meal.
This is our current app. Oh, that's the logo too. There we go. This is our current app as it stands as we coded over the last 48 hours. First, we're going to look at the view of a provider. You'll just describe what food you have, tell the app the quantity of servings, and submit it. At that point, the food is in our system. Now, if you look at the perspective of the receiver, it's pretty simple. You're shown food in your area, you choose one, and it's reserved for your pickup.
Now, I wanted to ask you reflective questions. How many people have you met who has been in a food insecurity situation, or have you been in a situation yourself? The person may not be quite homeless, but finances are still a struggle. The reason we care so much about this app is because people on our team, it is inspired by stories within our own team. Me and myself have been in a situation with my family while living in Brazil. We had phones and we lived at home together, but sometimes we couldn't afford a meal. We would go to a buffet restaurant together to eat as much as we could, and that was our only meal on the day. Or sometimes it would only be me and my sister, or my sister and my mom, my little sister. And because I had a phone, and this app would have been very impactful to my family. And this is the gap that we're trying to fit, not necessarily the homeless, but the people who are on the verge of that, financial situation. So for Food Harmony, we want to reduce food waste and change lives. We are Food Harmony.